Christmas is coming up, and a shopkeeper wanted to make gift boxes for his customers. So, when his customers bought gifts from him, they would be readily served within the gift box. Now, the shopkeeper had one sample gift box, like the one you can see. And in order to make more such gift boxes, the shopkeeper would have to know its length, breadth, as well as height. So, in order to know the dimensions of the box, the shopkeeper would have to measure them. So, let's say first he starts out by calculating the length of the base of the box. And after calculating the length, he wanted to find out the area of the base of the box. Why? Because he realized that it would be better if he covered the entire box with wrapping paper. So he proceeded to calculate the breadth of the box. So now he knows the area of the base of the box, and in a similar manner he can calculate the area of any face of the box. So area of the base of the box is given by length into breadth. Now the shopkeeper wanted to know how much gift items he will be able to put inside each of the boxes. So in order to know how many gift items he would be able to put in, he must know the volume of the box. So he now knows the length and the breadth. All he needs to find out is the height of the box. So after finding out the height of the box, if he simply performs area multiplied by the height, he will get the volume of the box that he requires. So as you can see, the area as well as the volume depends on the length of the particular box as well as its breadth, which in similar terms can be called a particular length. So we found that the unit of area is nothing but length multiplied by the length, or in other words, length square. Similarly, the unit of volume is area, which is length into length, multiplied by another unit of length. So that gives us length cube. So as you can clearly see, we find that area as well as volume are derived from length itself. So the units of area and the units of volume, we can say, depend on the unit of length. Units of area and volume can be derived from the unit of length, and the units of area and volume can be expressed in terms of the units of length. So let us see how we refer to these various units. We find that the unit of length is independent, but the unit of area is dependent on that of the length. Similarly, the unit of volume is also dependent on that of length. So it depends on what unit we choose for length. On those units, the unit of area as well as the unit of volume will depend. Thus, we classify fundamental or basic units as those units which can neither be changed nor be related to any other fundamental unit. So, unit of length is a fundamental unit. There are various other fundamental units which we shall soon see. So, the basic criteria of a fundamental unit is that it cannot be changed into or related to any other fundamental unit. So, what are the other fundamental units? Mass is another fundamental unit. Mass is the amount of matter that is contained in an object, and the units of mass are independent of other units. So it does not depend on any other fundamental unit or any other unit whatsoever what the mass of this ball is. It simply depends on the amount of matter that is within this particular object. Lastly, we talk about time. Time is also a fundamental unit, which is a measure in which events can be ordered from past through present into future. So this is how we define time. Now it is also the measure of duration of events and intervals in between them. So as you can clearly see, if we compare time with the previous two units, it has no relation whatsoever. And similarly, you will find that time is also in no way related to any other unit. So we can say that time is independent because no other units it depends on. So thus we found that there are three fundamental or basic units. These are length, mass and time. So length, mass and time, which do not depend on any other units, are known as the fundamental units. On the other hand, we also studied about derived units. Derived units are those units which depend on the fundamental units or which can be expressed in terms of the fundamental units. So as we saw, the units of area and volume, for example, depended on the unit of length. So we can say that the units for area and volume will depend on the unit of length, and thus their units are derived units.